bonk. Alrighty. Profile 01. Orwell. Welcome. You have been accepted into Orwell. Please create a profile. Create. Congratulations. Profile picture. Let's take a look at these. I like the hat. It's giving Sherlock Holmes wannabe. So let's name ourselves Watson. Alrighty. You may. No thank you. Be diligent. Your work has severe impact. Please agree to the following terms. I am aware that my actions may severely impact the lives of citizens of the nation. I will work thoroughly and judge objectively in the best of my belief. And finally, while working, I will adhere to the laws and jurisdiction of the nation. This is very ominous. I agree to the terms stated above. Alrighty. Okay. Oh. What's going on there? Oh, so someone running. I'm not touching anything, by the way. Oh my goodness. We're tracking. No record. Seems like we have access to the CCTV in the area. I'm not sure if we own it or if it's public CCTV that we have access to. Because that would make a difference. Oh. Swimming into that. Oh. She has a record. Okay. Safety begins here. It's an ad for us. Okay. Jesus Christ. Ariana Grande. Okay, so the monument just exploded. We probably have to figure out what just happened, right? Who did it? The clocks were striking on 13. 13. I don't know how to read, excuse me. You're online. Good. Symes. Okay. Suspect number 1. Call me Symes. I will be your advisor on all Orwell. Together we will form both the first and last line of defense against terrorism. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances. Selected from thousands of applicants from across the globe. Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from that footage, there has been an incident. So let's get started. Okay, yeah, there has been an incident. I've activated the reader tool for you. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access, and to highlight when there is new information to be investigated. Interesting. Okay. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. Okay, I want to put the music a little bit down because it's really loud for me right now. And I can just up the volume for you guys. Okay. I think that's good enough. Because it was kind of like what it was before. Alright. Alrighty. Okay. 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 Reader. Headlines. National Beholder. It's loading. Okay. Oh. Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profiler. Open up the unknown person, unquote, file once you're done. Okay. Let's read the news first, and then we'll get into this. Leading newspaper. Fast, precise, honest. Study with future. Stelligan University. I wonder if this is relevant. I would assume so. Can I click on the ad? Nope. First. Put in safety. It seems like we are in a very Orwellian nation. I guess that's the main concept for this game, where the surveillance of every citizen is taken as utmost priority, and everyone has a file, it seems. Frozen technology shaping visions bit by bit. Bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and Kills 3. I guess the question would be, why did they do it, right? And was it to destroy the memorial statue? Or was it to kill one of these 3 people, or all 3, right? And if so, why? Bonton. Explosion destroys Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Maybe it's one of the injured people that was the target and they missed. I would doubt that, though. Authorities receive strange letter. Strange letter. I'll get into that. Okay. 7:50 p.m. on Wednesday evening. Yesterday. An explosive device detonated in Freedom Plaza in Bonton, according to official reports from the police. 3 people were killed, and at least 5 bystanders were severely wounded. The Free Memorial was nearly completely destroyed. Nearly completely? Are you counting this as nearly? Or this as nearly? I think it was pretty destroyed. Experts believe the attack was an act of terror, but police confirmed the explosive device was homemade and triggered from a short distance away using a cell phone signal. So it could have been the person with the police record that just walked past moments ago. Police report also confirmed that several hours earlier, an anonymous letter containing the first 3 stanzas of the German folk, I'm gonna butcher this, Die Gedanken sind Freud, or Freed, the thoughts are free, has reached local authorities. Prime Minister Blaine immediately issued a public press statement firmly condemning the assault and put the nation on high alert until the perpetrators have been brought to justice. .jp. What is .jp? Is that like a source? Or the author? Okay. Negotiations in Triflith failed. Partisan president aborts negotiations with opposition. Violent riots in Triflith. Blaine encourages renewal. Okay. Press. JP again. Triflith. Peace negotiations. And riot-ridden Parmesan City. Capital city Triflith have been aborted without any result last night. Independent sources report that President Cassard abruptly cut off communication with opposition representatives as the latter presented a tangible plan for the organization of re-elections. Okay. Interesting. The news about the premature cancellation of the negotiations caused thousands of people to resume demonstrations in the capital. It has been reported that demonstrators wearing hoods threw incendiary material into shop windows and onto cars. The police struggled to keep the situation under control. Prime Minister Blaine stated his worries about the negative developments regarding the political situation of the neighboring country and has requested both sides to resume diplomatic discussions. Interesting. I doubt this is honest by the vibes alone. Just basing off of our own world, I would assume that there's an unfair situation here and that there's a lot of outside interference from the Orwellian nation, which is familiar. Alright. Movie shooting completed. Hellberry shooting of Grey Shadows. Saga lasting 4 years finalized. Third part of the saga hit movie theaters. That's 100 Grey Shadows. I know what this is referencing. I think it's because this game is for 2016, so there you go. This 50 shows security reference. Visionary director. Is this relevant somehow or just... Production was reported to say that these pets were getting out of control. Oh. Postponed due to production problems. Fans speculated largely the breakdown of Hollywood power couple Betty Avon and Mike McDeal. Quarrels during filming. Pulling teeth. Declined rumors and claimed them to be mere speculation. HH. So I'm assuming JP and HH are authors. Because I don't see a reason to... I don't see another acronym that could be the reason. But, hey. Let's take a look here. Alrighty. Unknown person. Oop. All known information to investigate is in the profile or the file you have open. It's a main suspect. Blue hair woman. Oh, okay. Yeah, we saw her. Is no stranger to the police. Take a look at the arrest record. Where is the arrest record? Hello? I don't see where... Oh. Is it this? Nope. Put out. Hello? Am I dumb? Relationships. Am I stupid? Unknown person. I'm clicking on all of these. They're not doing anything. Huh. Ah, here. There we go. Alrighty. Watergate, Cassandra Watergate. Highlighted elements in the record are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these data chunks. Hovering over these data chunks will reveal the relevance to the case and connections or information it may influence. Drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into a profile to upload them to our servers. So this is public data, this is our servers. Bonk. Nice. Boom. Alrighty. Duncan Lloyd. Assault on police officer. Arrest date. Last year. Okay. Bonton. I love Bonton. It's clear where this is supposed to take place. In Bonton. I'm walking here. Suspect was arrested on site after Officer Franklin, does not the arresting officer, had been struck by an unknown object and became unresponsive. Ah, that explains it. The protesters at the origin of the assault were forcibly moved, where the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the ground. When asked to lay on the ground with her hands behind her back, the suspect cooperated immediately. Well, by this description alone, I would assume that the officer was assaulting her and she defended herself. Like that would be my assumption. What was that? New portrait. Okay. Okay. All right. Data chunks. Name. Okay. Assault on police officer. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial information. Okay. Information documents can only become data chunk when it's clearly been assigned to a target person. Okay. Add the reasons for the prior arrest. We will need this information to progress. Good, with the data extracted from the police record. Okay. Do you believe in coincidence? I do not. I do believe in coincidence. I think our universe is really random. And coincidences happen all the time. That being said, it doesn't mean we have to be, non-skeptical. We are allowed to connect dots and try to see if they actually connect or where they lead us. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer and you will see what I mean. Where? Is that Parmesan? Okay. Yikes. Allegedly injured 2 weeks ago. Remains in custody. Trial scheduled for August. The incident occurred during a rampage at Freedom Plaza. Ooh, that's the same place where the explosion took place. Brick. Okay. Artist. Okay. They have not been able to connect the crime to the accused due to the chaotic nature of the scene. Has denied the accusations completely and asked her fans to show their support. A trial now scheduled for mid-August. The case received nationwide attention when Catherine Delacroix, Secretary of Justice, labeled the alleged perpetrator at alongside other rioters anti-governmental terrorists. Okay, that's a little bit much, but what do we expect? Photo, JP, TNB. Interesting. Yes. One who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces by any chance? It's good that you think ahead, but let's focus on the current objective first. I've held back a new document for you. I'll grant you access when you're done. Sure. Sassy wassy. Okay. The exact same location as the assault. She turns out right there before the explosion. Surely not a coincidence. As you know, Miss Watergate is still running around freely. We should find out why. We should also gather more background information on her. I want you to know who we're really dealing with. Okay. Great. You have found another document. What are you talking about? You just gave me another one. Before we go on, let's clarify your job and how it affects mine, shall we? You have extracted all the info I already knew about Miss Watergate. Starting now, I'm going to into this case blind. Okay. The Orwell Ethical Codex dictates that investigators like yourself are the only ones allowed to access the documents of target persons. So you're not an investigator, is what you're saying. Advisors like me, okay. only get to see the data provided by the investigators. We will then draw conclusions and request action. Your primary job is to provide information you deem important. Never give away incorrect or misleading data. Okay. You may hit disable on a data chunks you not want to pass on to Orwell. However, some data chunks might be necessary to progress on the case. That's interesting. Alrighty. Portfolio. Portfolio. Is that a real thing? Harboring outstanding art. Painters. Artists. New portrait. I don't really want to use that one. There you go. Cassandra Watergate. I am Cassie, a colorful inhabitant of Wonderland, right behind the rainbow. Why would I put this here? I don't think it's relevant. Okay. My guy is shitting on her just for saying this. People's lives are hanging in the balance here. What if you pass me something I cannot identify as wrong so easily? You have got to be more careful next time around. So you're telling me you want me to frame them? Or just give you incriminating data and not positive things, what you're saying, I believe. I guess it's irrelevant. Okay. Okay, quit my full-day job. Okay. See something you like? Why, of course you do, because it's freaking awesome, isn't it? Yeah, chat handle allows to overhear any conversation that I can. That's crazy. That's Orwell. Being able to listen to people's conversation, or listen in quotes because it's a chat. The listener has been unlocked. New conversation will appear whenever they started. Okay, so now we can take a look at their chat. Interesting. Tell me which piece you'd like. I'm gonna make a fine art print. Ship it right away to your doorstep. Best thing, free of charge. Now off you go and have fun. What do you mean free of charge? You're an artist. You quit your job. Is the shipping free of charge? It's a little confusing, but hey, marketing tends to be gobbledygook, free shipping. Hey, there you go. My beloved furball, Kiko. Definitely the only family I need. Okay. Yep. I was never sure about the title though. The Businessman's Forgotten Daughter. Or Victim of Traditionalism in Pink. What do you think? I think that's interesting. We have to find out who her father is to see if it's relevant. Oh, chat. Today. Oh. Hey you. Jossie. Okay. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Christmas present for my darling. This was actually meant to be a private piece, but oh well. I'd have a hard time keeping it to myself. Interesting. Who's that? Daughter entrepreneurs. In a relationship. Yes. Okay. I can't seem to find my credit card. I assume you took it, right? Jossie. You got me, Sherlock. I'm in the middle of buying Olive Button with that platinum card I lifted from your desk. Oop. Can't stop me now. Well, luckily, if you don't mind. Lucky for you, I don't mind you going on a splurge as long as you pick up some wine for dinner. Okay, it's definitely together. If you select credit card from an unknown person, if you're able to find out who she's talking about, we could lock it for the owner. A wine? What does Joffrey Langley, my fearless attorney, and all around badass have in mind this time? Well, that's exposition. Okay. Perhaps just a business call from one of his favorite clients. Actually, yes, this is exactly what's going to happen. Very serious business, Cassandra. I thought as much. Guess I better pick up a shitloads of wine. You'll have to get this client of yours pretty buzzed to handle all that business. They're definitely going to fuck. That's probably the person we saw before. Joseph Langley. Her lawyer? Really? Well, we should be able to track Kirkard of Langley down and lock it for him. Done. No, really no need to thank me, Mr. Langley. Well, I don't think you should do that. You're assuming... Okay, so this is the problem with Orwellian governments, right? So they would... The concept is that they would surveil and take action, but with their interests or with their own morals of what, you know, permission and right and wrong is. So they're clearly flirting. And if you look past the little bit of evidence that I provided, you would know that they're flirting. They're going to do things. You don't need to block their card because this is consented. Which we're kind of acting like AI. I'm not sure if Symes is AI or not, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if he is. Okay, I got a trading card. Data chunks will only appear for targeted persons and can only be extracted into relevant profiles. Okay. Big Pharma, aka my parents then. Okay. So her parents are pharmaceutical entrepreneurs. What are gay pharma entrepreneurs? Would that ring a bell? It should, right? You should be able to fucking Google it. Oh, come on. I was only teasing. Speaking of your parents, where are you going to tell them about us? Ugh, yeah, maybe. Gotta go now. Text you later, XOXO. She's not gonna... doesn't have a good relationship with them. I can tell by her fucking... title of her art, right? Listen to your boo, Langley. Josie. I like Josie because it's kind of like neutral and makes them seem like lesbians. Okay. Beholder procedure, closing races, manipulation, suspicions. What? Investigation into the malicious injury of a police officer has been dropped due to lack of evidence. It's speculated that the accused's parents manipulated the trial. Yikes. Triumphant. Always importantly, you just encounter conflicted data chunks. Whenever the content of two data chunks are at odds with one another, those will be shown as conflicted. When you extract one of the data chunks containing conflict, the other will become invalid immediately. I highly recommend that you clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed. Though this is your decision. Once the information has been parsed, there is no way to reverse your choice. Okay, so let's think about this for a moment, because this is very game. Okay, this is very much a game mechanic, right? But if this was an actual system, it would be so dumb. Like, what do you mean I can't go back after I submitted something? Like, I understand sometimes that is the case in real life, but right now we're building a case. You can't tell me that, oh, I can't change my opinion afterwards, as I keep clarifying the context, like you said. Like, if the system, so the system I have on the side, the profiler, is not necessarily a system where we take notes. That would be our own job to take notes. The profiler is simply to build a profile for a case so that we can keep track of things that can, you know, identify them as the perpetrator of this crime or a criminal. And that is, well, not how I would go about it, but alright. I understand that, though, how a system could be is such a way. However, I don't like it. I think it's a little bit rusty. With the case being closed due to lack of evidence. What's the conflict? Unknown data chunk. Okay, that's what you mean. So I have to find what it conflicts with. Then again, this is very video gamey because on the right hand side, we clearly have some sort of AI analyzing what is a data chunk and what isn't. And the fact that it can tell us that it conflicts or not, it's very interesting. I guess it's more real life nowadays than not. This is maybe ahead of its time. Because we do have AI that can do this. However, multifamily of the accused might have influenced the outcome in her favor. Okay, so that's what you mean. Okay. I think we just put this one in because... Okay, so meanwhile there is disappointment of hearing the lawsuit to openly voice concerns. However, the case might be reopened. However, the case might be reopened should new evidence be discovered. Okay. The suspect's lawyer, Josie Lanley. Okay. Can I not put this picture as their profile thing? Fine. Multifamily. I think we upload this one, right? Because we're building up a case. So the victim, a father of 2 young sons, was rushed into the hospital, still induced coma, unresponsive to treatment. Jesus Christ. Okay. At no point has there ever been any valid evidence that my client was guilty, at no point at all. Revered defense attorney commented during a post-charge gathering, brought video evidence depicting the incident, which eventually turned the tide of the proceedings. So, if there is video evidence, then I would submit this. However, because we're building up a criminal case, that's our job, I'm gonna submit this one. I can change it later, can't I? Question mark. We'll see. A severe accusation. Based on this, we could take action against our parents if we had their names. Well, no, we could not take action against our parents. We could look into them, which is different, right? Okay, Watergate Pharmaceuticals products. Methrin Blue. We gotta cook water. We have to cook water. Sorry, I picked the mic. But, yeah, so... Cough drops. Focus in. Cerebral performance. Stabilize emotions. Painkiller all round. Soothing pills. Nice rest. So they got everything. Compensating. Most with this system. Mood elevating. Keep away from children. Lemon taste. Okay. Methrin Blue. Methrin. Antidepressant. Okay. Cough drops. Compensum. I thought it was compensatum. Activating pills. Migraines. They got everything. Jesus. Company. Okay. jobs. We expect undergraduate, reliability. Competitive salary. Oh my god, I hate it when they don't include the salary in the page. What's the point? Company. The name of Watergate is separable from progression and improvement of pharmaceutical research for more than 80 years. They are big pharma, aren't they? Let's take a look. Chance of Watergate family owning and managing the firm ever since foundation in 1931. Largest medication exporter to all areas of the world. Damn. They're local to the nation. Okay. Bruno Watergate, Chief Executive Officer, the CEO. Bruno Watergate, grandson of our founder. This is giving Severance for sure. This is giving Severance. Are they a cult? Is the question. Are they gonna finish Cold Harbor? Dr. Alice Watergate, Head of Research and Development, co-partner of the firm with her husband Bruno, PhD in biology and chemistry, leads research. Yeah. Junior COO. Cassandra Watergates. Carrying the family tradition to the next generation. Alice's and Bruno's daughter, Cassandra. Now I see. Keeping it a family affair. Now we know her parents, we can begin investigating the corruption allegations. Good work. Oh, this is Cassandra. Oh, damn, I forgot her name is Cassandra, not Cassie. I'm stupid. Interesting. So she quit this to be an artist. Yeah, she's the same person. Documents that you have reviewed may be updated from time to time. As events unfold, the reader will notify you when that happens. Interesting. Also, new article. Okay. Yep. Okay. Her business acumen and unique flair. All right, sure. Will soon be joining the executive ranks. Is it just because it's junior? I've never seen junior COO before. Maybe I have jobs. They updated it. Yep. Oh. There you go. Ouch. Okay. I didn't do much. I'm just dragging and dropping shit that your AI is highlighting for me, man. Really, I'm thinking just literally Severance. Let's see. Let's find out what happened in between these two lives of her. What caused her to quit? Headlines. Crime rates continue to drop. Is there any updates? Yeah. So this is Delacroix. So in our mind, I'm building a counter system, you know, against the institution, making profiles for the people in power, because, you know, who knows? Parts. Okay. Shrek. Like, that's never gonna happen. Distribution of aid packages. Stabilization in the purge. Very familiar, very familiar. Okay. Interesting. That's That's very low, isn't it? Still kind of higher than I expect, though. Per 100,000. Okay. Timeline. Well, I'm gonna look at this first. Party. What? Yeah, I already looked at that. What are you... Okay. Oh. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, some ahegao. Okay, sure. Alrighty. September. Interests. Yeah, sure. Activism is the important bit of that. Yep. What a lineup. Oh my god, dude. Back off. Woohoo, first day in freedom, far away from the shackles of Watergate Pharma. Girl, damn. But who's gonna pay for his stuff now? Mommy and daddy won't like this. XD. Listen, Jake, I'm not daddy's little girl anymore. My art already got me a lot of money. More than enough to pay all my bills. Don't you worry about me. That was quick. That was a quick turnaround for art money. I guess if you know a lot of rich people, then if they like your art, then you're good. Or she really did get a lot of sales from other people. I don't know. I'm making a lot of assumptions. This game is about that. You finally managed to destroy us entirely. There's nothing left to do but congratulate you. These the spice puppets of the state. Damn. Fuck all of you government lackeys. Most painfully, Cassandra. Okay, this January, this March. Okay. Well, Miss Watergate. We aren't too fond of you either. Yeah. Lady, what's the matter? That totally doesn't sound like you. We haven't hung out for ages. You gotta get out from time to time. You'd feel much better. Interesting. Mary, just shut your freaking mouth, okay? Conflict of unknown data chunk. So this is the game part. This is the video game part. Why is it calling it unknown data chunk? Just because we haven't gotten to it? But the AI has already analyzed it, so it shouldn't be an unknown data chunk. It should just tell us what it is, right? But video game, that would make a lot of sense for our find, right? Of ooh, what's it gonna find? Where are we gonna find? It's already analyzed that. But we're gonna make the decision, right? I'm not in the mood for your stupid acts. I told you again and again, I cannot deal with this right now. Okay, you know what? I'm really sorry that I still care about you. Still care about my best friend, no matter how often she decides to give me the cold shoulder. But in that case, that's in the past now. Damn. Change status, 2016, relationship. Boop. Didn't mark any conflicts, so. The lawyer might be noteworthy. Yeah. Oh, you didn't know this already, my guy? He was in the article. My goodness. Worried about me being freaking redeemed of this shit. But surprise, surprise, they have to mention the speculations over my parents buying me out makes me click. Makes the click counts go boom, doesn't it? That's crazy. That's crazy to say that and then be near a bomb. That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. Yeah, already read this. At least you're redeemed now. Wanna bluff team together a little late night shop? Not today. Have a date this evening. Ooh, who's the lucky one? And then updated. But 2 weeks later, okay. Case closed. Congratulations. Kiddo, you're my heroine. The drug way and the heroic way. I was thinking about that. 1,000 cams on the plaza, but no proof. We've shown the world this dirty surveillance machinery only exists to intimidate and to mislead the people into believing false promises. Camps for safety, one big lie. Ah, sorry, I'm just drinking hot chocolate. Well, now kind of room temperature chocolate. Wow, I'm so happy for you. I knew everything would be okay in the end. Shall we have an awesome Cassandra Freedom Party on Friday? Thank you guys so happy, I'm sure to heard. Yeah. Of course, I'm saying, okay. They have a blog. Okay. Amazing concert. That's when they give blue hair, okay. Oh my god, what happened to your beautiful hair? Why don't you ask me if we're going to decide this? We could have gone together. Yeah, you're a normie and you're trying to normie her. I'm feeling it. Cassie's going punk. Did mommy and daddy agree with that? Oh my god, Jake, stop. Looks nice. There's a whole new you. You'll need a new name then. How about Catharthus? What? Like catharsis. Okay. That's clever, me liking. Henceforth, Cassandra shall be known as the world's Catharthus. I have an inkling we're gonna find that name somewhere. An alias. It's good to record every alias. We can match data chunks to target persons whenever we're using them. Okay. Yep. Activist group. Okay. Is there anything more specific? Oh. More chats. Same. Would they know that we're looking? Already fucking me up enough that I have to catch a bus from there every day. Too many bad memories. And now I was there just moments before this happened. Why do you have to go there every day? You're an artist. Do you have like a gallery or painter or something? Or do you like the bank physically? Not on an app? I never should have gone to the damn protest. Darling, you don't need to justify yourself to anybody. Especially not me. I was so happy when Goldfells accepted me in the Goldfells. I desperately wanted to go to prove my worth to the cause. An activist group called Thought. Interesting. Maybe this is what influenced her into its Goldfells. Find something that shows her current attitude and see if we're following the right person. Coincidence. Coincidence, yeah. Sure. Think of it this way. If you would not have gone to the protest, then you never would have gotten wrongfully indicted. Then we would have never met. Yeah, then would not have been called a terrorist in all the papers. You are not a terrorist, okay? Ain't I? You sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, damn it. What? Your card's not working here. Can't buy anything. Have you gone bankrupt or something? Unless you went on a serious shopping spree, there should be plenty of money there. I guess we'll have to go without wine then. Oh. Here's the thing. I've got an important appointment tonight. Surprisingly out of schedule, and I can't postpone it. You gotta be kidding me! I'm very sorry, darling. We'll see each other tomorrow. You always have an appointment! Exclamation mark 1. Appointment here, appointment there. Appointment there, appointment never fucking where. How can you constantly do this to me? Darling, please just come down. Have you taken your Matherin? Oh my god. Is Joseph Langley a plant by her parents or something? As they do in shows? Matherin. Yes, damn it. I'm the only thing... Is the only thing that matters to you? That I'm on my fucking happy pills all day? What do you mean? I already know what is Matherin. I already put it there. Sure. Oh my god. Throw the rebellious side. Yep. Best friends before. She looked like this. She still uses this as her profile picture. That is sad. Ooh la la, oui non. Having an amazing shopping hour tour with I married the best friend of all times. Consider paying a visit to your hairstylist soon, darling. What? Oh, that's mean. This will happen when you do my hair. I should have kissed. Hot new band named the Targets. Man, did they rock hard. Closet in the cell next week. Mary, punk's not really my style. Sorry, Cass. See cherry cheeks sometimes. Real cutie. Cool guitarist girl. Plus they've got a message. Not for me. Okay. Alright. Projects. Is there anything here? I still don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Uh-huh. I don't know. Thoughts are free. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. George Orwell. Interesting thought. Welcome to the Thought Blog. Pick an entry below. Private. Direct links. Interesting. So all the archived ones are just direct links. Interesting. This is her freedom or her portrait. Self-portrait. 2016 birth catharsis. Freedom is on free cams. Cams everywhere, even at Freedom Plaza. Is it just me, or is it more than just a little bit, I don't know, ironic? Probably all know me as either that blue-haired punk bitch, stupid kind of anti-governmental terrorist. These are only some of the names I've been called during the criminal investigation against me. That was just because in the middle of the chaos someone believed to have seen me hurt a police officer. It never even occurred to anybody that it wasn't me. We were there because we wanted a peaceful protest. We have always been against violence. Conflict. Okay. We'll see. I'm hoping this is the case because I am, you know, pro-peaceful protests. But one would assume that in an age where there are camps everywhere, it should be easy to prove whether I was at all involved or not. But it wasn't. That's why she meant ironic. Okay. It took weeks of investigative custody to figure out that the camp footage was actually not clearly showing anything at all. Which raises the question, why are there so many cams in the first place? The answer is intimidation only. You keep calm, quiet, that's Orwellian. And careful when there are cameras around. Or you fear that there are cameras when you cannot see. When founding this blog years ago, Abraham predicted pretty much this for all of the web, and now it's in our real lives too. I'm gonna click that. We have been brought to the Freedom Memorial since we were kids at school. We were told lavish tales about the founders of the nation, told to show national pride. And I know what you're thinking now. This thing is damn ugly. What is that donut even? Let freedom ring? But the statement behind this ridiculously enormous heap of stones should be clear. In the middle of the capital, there's a symbol of freedom. Comprehensible symbolism for everyone, isn't it? With the cameras there, this is now the plaza of unfreedom, if anything at all. Okay. Thoughts still free. So that's the first blog I tried to before. I propose to consider the question, are our thoughts still free? While this might seem to be a surprising question in our current world of ever-growing digital surveillance, freedom of thought is no longer self-evident. Dear reader, there's a German folk song called "The Thoughts Are Free." Isn't this what was sent to the papers right after the bombing? Thoughts are free, who can guess them? They fly by like nocturnal shadows. No man can know them, no hunter can shoot them. With powder and lead, thoughts are free. That doesn't rhyme! I know it's originally in German, but it's, you know. If this is a real poem, then that's okay. If it was translated and it doesn't rhyme. But if this was a poem made for this game, then make it rhyme. I wonder if it rhymes if we translate it to German. I can take a look at that later. Alrighty. I think what I want and what delights me still always reticent. And as it is suitable. My wish and desire no one can deny me. And so it will always be thoughts are free. And if I am thrown into the darkest dungeon, that's a game. All these futile works because my thoughts tear all gates and walls apart. Thoughts are free. When I was still young, long before I immigrated to the nation in 1993, I believed this to be a universal truth, that there are no borders for thoughts and no rules for what is or is not allowed to be thought. This was not because I thought people should be so tolerant, not at all. Instead, I simply held it dear that nobody except ourselves really knows what is going on in our heads until we choose to reveal it. Yesterday, a question crossed my mind. If the increasing interconnectedness of humans via modern technology serves more and more as a collective memory and brain of our society, and there is an institution that is capable of monitoring every bitstream of it, how can thoughts still be free? It is not likely that we will communicate only under great mental reservation to hold on to our knowledge, which means as a final consequence we will stop thinking. When I think of the increasingly aggressive operations of the surveillance machinery in the nation, I truly fear the answer to this question. That is why we created this blog. I want to encourage alternatives to the total control and safety bigotry of this digital world. Yours sincerely, A. Goldfelds. This should be a thingy. A data chunk. 3 comments. Guess. Hey Goldfelds. Interesting name, by the way. Just stumbled upon your new blog and there's some truth you tell there. The web was born in a sense of ultimate freedom to be who you want to be, express yourself, wasn't it? Now the government, the gov, has come to threaten this with real name policies and shit. Save your IP so they can look up who you are. So you don't do anything, quote, wrong, unquote, possibly. About time someone did something. Well, if you didn't have one before, you're just gonna follow you should get yourself your first follower. I don't know how to read. Am I dyslexic? Frankly, I am surprised to find someone here at all. I thought nobody would ever find this blog at all. Thank you very much for your kind words. And yes, I'm very delighted to have a first, quote, follower, unquote. He looks like someone from the 50s or something. He looks like the time of Orwell. Hello, admin. I like your things too. Could you one but now even more? What? To get a service on search engine? No. Okay, that's spam. Admin. Yikes. Didn't I say 3 comments? Oh yeah, 3 comments. Okay. 2017. Okay, so this is 2012 article, and then this is from like early this year, just spam. Interesting. Okay. I'm lying. Finally, someone who has the grit and oh, she just posted. Finally, someone who has the grit and explosive to show how futile surveillance is. Okay. So that was 5. Doesn't say what time this was. Okay, darling, please, you leave. Okay. Is this the only thing that matters to you? That I am on my fucking happy pills all day? Darling, please, it's nothing like that and you know it. So I keep my mouth shut whenever you leave me hanging. If I don't show up at this appointment, I risk losing a very important client. Fine. Don't you understand that? Oh no, I totally understand. But you risk losing that very important client of yours now. Cassie, don't be like that. I get it. I guess I'm not as important as... I guess I'm just not an important client anymore. Oh my god. Can't read. Oh, come on, Cassie. I'm going home now in case I'm getting up to that priority list of yours anytime soon. Please. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. She be clingy. I'm clingy too, so I, you know. Really, Cassie, you laugh at people being killed? You're out of your mind? Jake, who are you? Why are you in her comments? I'm so confused. Is she like your crush or something? Woohoo, first name freedom. Okay, yeah. March. April. Conflicting with what? Oh. Right. So they said that there were 4 peaceful protests on their blog post. But here they're showing support for it. So I'm gonna put that here because we are the government. Alright, we're fine. So far it's good and interesting, but I think we should be searching for something a little more concrete. We have to dig deeper. Yeah, I agree with that a lot. Oop. Juliet Carrington. How do you know? What I did, huh? Because you heard the officer to save me and you succeeded. You mustn't forget about that. That was so brave. How can it not have been my fault? Julie, I smashed the freaking skull of a father of 2 children because I lost it. Fuck. Oh, she just admitted to it. You know what would have happened if you hadn't stopped him. This is where you should have really removed this post. I feel like an asshole. Oh shit. See here, I am siding with Julia here. Nobody's innocent. You have to let go. Yeah. Here is where we get to make a decision, because I personally think that we should pick this one. I'm not sure if this will meta. I'm not sure if this will influence our achievements, but we'll see if this unlocks something different depending on what you choose. I hope not, because I don't want to replay all of that. It was mostly just reading and picking things. But we'll see. Boom. I'm gonna pick that one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Alright. Intervention team is already in his way. What we do, we next saw Wonderland, right? Just kidding. Next time, be careful providing the wrong data, though, okay? Oh my god, you're still bringing that up. I just started this job, dude. My goodness. It's not a problem to get her address with the help of local police or from a record. Okay. Juliet Carrington. Being on this side of things is really interesting. We are literally the FBI agent spying on your chats. How's your boyfriend? Still together? You haven't been talking about him that much lately. Well, not as much as before. Hello? Bitch, it's been 1 minute. She said be right back. It's been 1 minute. Still there? Oh my god. This gives me PTSD. Not really, but you know what I mean. Like, my goodness. I'll inquire if all went well with the arrest. Good job. Okay. We have no proof she's mowing the bomb, and we might be able to question her. Despite acting in defense of Julie, she seems to be quite unstable and a threat. I don't know. Maybe. I can't make that assumption about people like that. I should receive confirmation that she is now in custody. Very work indeed. Thought group though. Oh god. No. Take a look at the news. Oh shit. Second explosion. That is horrible. Two dead, similar approach, same letter fan. So these all are connected. And she was in custody at the time, so that's her out of the picture, at least for this attack. Ugh, this complicates matters massively. So much for our simple test case. I need to speak to my superiors. See how we are to proceed, given the extenuating circumstances. You did good today. You can log off and get some rest by clicking the button at the top right of the desktop. Top right? Top left. Have a feeling the next few days are going to be trying at best. Oh, that boy. Okay. Headlines. Half an hour ago. Bonton University. The thoughts are free. There's definitely related to the group she's a part of though. Like, we're not far off, not gonna lie. Let's see. Okay. Can I save? Boop. No. What unprocessed data chunks? What are you talking about? Goldfelds. Please let me put the picture in. Please, sir, please. Please, ma'am. Uh-huh. I think that's it. Okay, we did quite a lot. We got a little web here. I sneezed. Oh my goodness. Episode 1. Okay. Terminally charged, or an artist. She quit her job. When arrest has been made. Okay. Okay. Let's go. A place where there's no darkness. Episode 2. Welcome back. Get started right away. We have tons of work ahead of us. I met with my superiors and they wish to continue with the test case. They believe in the capability of Orwell to handle this and, oh, you of course. My superiors agree with me based on the information you have already extracted. The activist groups known as thought it's worth investigating. It seems that this golf house is an important member of thought, so we now have clearance to consider them as a target person. Now that golf house is a target person, WME new data chunks available in the documents you have already accessed. Don't forget to go back and recheck your sources. For sure. Just like I wanted to do before. I guess we didn't have clearance. Yep. Yep. An immigrant, Oh my god, man. Come on, Symes. You're better than that. The thought. Uh-huh. Yeah. Captain Obvious. I hope the second game is not as obvious as this one. I wanted to play that. I didn't know there was a first game, so now we're playing the first game before, but... Oh, new headline. New headlines. Heavy rainstorms expected. Figure view. Far view. Hellberry wait 1. Okay. Cassandra arrest. Redacted. In her flat, she willingly opened the door, collaborated with the arresting officer after having warrant and announced her arrest read to her. Entry 8. I thoroughly believe we were able to capture minds. 2016. How did I get a direct link for this? Or we were only able to access them via direct link? The AI did it. We got a conversation today. Okay. After 1.5 years recruiting 2 of my students and arranging 3 demonstrations. Boop. Alrighty. Students. 3 demonstrations. Frankly, maybe the students are part of the bombing. That's something I don't want to clip. We let ourselves be consumed by anger and hatred towards those who do us wrong. Sadly. Wait. Let me read this properly. After 1.5 years recruiting 2 of my students and arranging 3 demonstrations, like the one held at the Freedom Plaza, I feel obliged to ask myself where we stand. Have we reached our goal? What has been sacrificed along the way? In short, are we true to the initial goal that formed the group? Frankly and sadly, the answer to the latter is a resounding no. We let ourselves be consumed by anger and hatred towards those who we thought to do us wrong. Thoughts are free, but that does in no way mean that they can attack and do whatever they wish. Instead of blaming others, I now see my high aims might well be the cause for all the events of past months. More than anyone else have thought, I feel responsible. As a consequence, I will halt my active engagement in this group. I firmly believe that it shall be for the better of everyone involved, especially my students from Stelligan. Okay. You're sincerely a Goldfeld. Concerned 1. Well, now Stelligan. The same Stelligan bomb just exploded. Coincidences? Coincidence? This guy is like the gif of the guy of the Incredibles character. Coincidence? I think not. Okay. So far, the evidence suggests Caulfield was prominent lecturer in Stelligan. Some students became on thought. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, sure. This seems like one of those pre-secrets. A guy hurt. There was only a goddamn cop. A goddamn cop. They had it coming for long. It was messy, I know. All the way back for the thing I messed up organizing. But hell, look at the bright side. We made the news. This is what we wanted. What you wanted. Interesting. We'll let ourselves be consumed by anger and haters rewards. Now I see my high aims for the cause. Active engagement. Yep. Hinted a troll passive thought feels responsible. Yeah. Headlines. Timelines. And Rosen announced cooperation. The Davenport siblings, owners of the biggest social network Timelines, announced major cooperation with software giants Rosen Technologies. That's in Canada. Unless it's a different Davenport. Alan Davenport, creators and owners of the most important online social network Timelines, located in Hillberry. That's in the nation. We saw it in the map of weather. Is next to where the bombings are occurring. This is now in surprise by utilizing these infrastructures. Respond quickly near to diamond. Will profit from the significantly reduced downtimes, tighten security, and sped up integration new features. So you can do HOD. Yeah, interesting. It means more surveillance as far as I'm aware. Connection between bot and bomb is evident. Created with pure malevolence. Spokeswoman Steele. Normal operation cannot continue on the circumstances, so we'll be closing the door for the time being. Pay respects for the assault. Okay. Breaking news: first subs-organization. A woman arrested in a couple of minutes ago. A woman. That's us. Cuffman. Other women's related to bomb attacks did not cover. However, it's rumored this is well known to by other incidents. JP. Alrighty. Memorial. Knowledge, silence, wisdom sometimes remain silence. Okay. Alrighty. Best public dining hall. Okay. Media ethics. He do be looking like one Orwellian motherfucker. Abraham Colville's. Media ethics. Alrighty. Previously a journalist. Yep. Yep. Alrighty. So he came from Germany. That's why the German poem, that's the thought. Der Reporter. Okay. Chairman of Global Media. Interesting. Okay, buddy. Why? Is that relevant for later or something? That's a lot of pages. Let's... Oh, that's because the students. Okay, let's do media. And check for... Abraham. Summer. Dang it. For Goldfields. There we go. Oh. Yep. Hell yeah. Authorization to investigate. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at the lovers. Yay, I'm back. Like you on Friday. Let me put the chat somewhere more convenient for this game. There you go. Sitting right next to me. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. Well, she might be upset, but she's under arrest. So that's why, bro, she's not answering. It's funny that she didn't call you yet, given you're her lawyer. So my guess is she's just upset. That's funny. Just a stupid old man. How old are you, Joseph? Huh. Okay. Juliet. Alrighty. Lecture. Sheep Weedy. The targets. Farview Public Library. Cafe Chestnut. Huh. She's in Farview. So a little far away. PR assistant to Rosen Tech. They were in the news. Enhanced surveillance, which means that's why she probably advised for it. For deleting the post. 1992. Okay. That's okay. That's an interesting facial expression. Alright. Great photo. Who took it? A magician never reveals her tricks. Anyways, thanks for great time, Cassie. I must admit, kinda good. Okay. 2 out for once. What? Every time I ask you how you're gonna say I'm busy, you fall for freaking muffins? Never had. If I ever had known that before, Jolly, maybe you need to spy on me some more. Damn. That's crazy. Bored to death tonight. Ah, I see. Not so keen on going out late night. Huh? That's crazy. That's crazy that that's what you take out of this. You little shit. Okay. But it's okay, I fully understand you, I think. Should we say my frustration? These paragraphs are kind of confusing. The way they're written. Happy birthday, honey. So need to have you back. To make the occasion family page. Carrington family. Esther Carrington. Welcome to your website. Man walks the burr. Uh-huh. Interesting. Met Esther Wonder. Mm-hmm. Interesting. June Juliet. Alrighty. Valentine's Day. These are pretty irrelevant. I'm not gonna submit these. Yes. Yeah, sure. I think To Kill a Mockingbird is kind of relevant. Interesting. Yeah, we know that already, man. Alright, Rick. Oh my god, don't say brainwashing, man. The hell? Yeah, I already know this. Okay. Sometimes people change their mind. Harry, well, I appreciate that you've got my back and everything. I don't think you need to intervene here. This is a Rick and Juliet only thing. Thank you. Rick. We have petitions for that. Interesting. Okay. I could make a lot of political commentary right now, but I don't really feel like it. Sometimes the brick is there for a reason, sometimes it isn't. I'm just gonna say that. Even though Cassandra and I just got to know each other. Yeah. Okay. We knew that, sure. What is the former member of a band? Okay. Rosentech. Uh-huh. The 10 Commandments. Now he's sounding like a cult. Okay. Any vision is valuable. Software can solve any problem. That's... What about Howard, though? You need... Yeah. A little bit hyperbolic for me. 3, embrace client vision. Yeah. Open-minded and pressing the key. Always stay in touch with the client. These are similar. Synchronous over asynchronous communication. Directly in touch with one another. Interesting. This is why we actually have no email addresses. That's crazy. The meme of this could have been an email instead of a meeting. That's this company. 6th commandment. It's no email. That's insane. Can you imagine that? I mean, there's probably companies still that do this, but this is a huge company, right? And I understand not wanting to have client meetings with, client communication through email, but internally, so if it's synchronous, do you mean like a chat? That's just like an email, though. That's because people can respond whenever, right? Or are you always calling people out, like video call or in person? That's crazy. Well, if it's related to surveillance, then in person would make sense, so that they have privacy and cannot be recorded as easily in a safe space controlled by them. Responsibility. Fix mistakes, work here and now. You can do better. Sure. Get in touch. 6th commandment. Call us. Okay, yeah, so phone. Interesting. goodness. Am I gonna listen to this, or is it gonna be like a transcript? Oh. That's crazy. Damn, now we're just find her parents' address. That's crazy. Jarvis, give me this person's mom. Find me this person's mother right now. Jarvis. It's Friday. I'm literally Jarvis right now, aren't I? I'm like one half of Jarvis. Yep. Yep. What is relevant? Like, she's talking about Tara's wants to like avoid public life, so she's going against it. I think that's relevant. Victor Rosen to personally fire me. Boop. I could just be as easily hit by a car on my way home to your lovely dinner. Yeah, I agree with her. Don't say that, just think. Ooh, she's like cutting her off so she doesn't say the name on the phone. Sorry, love you, bye. She knows about the surveillance. She definitely knows. She expects surveillance. I'm assuming because she knows this company first also does surveillance. Uh-huh. Okay. Got her address. Just right around the corner from where I live. That's funny. I thought you were an AI too, man. I still haven't found out the conflicting data chunk. So, are there any other... Womp. So let's take a look here. Student number... No, I want the class number, motherfucker. Oh god, okay. So, class number 67116. Okay. Ah. Interesting. Same name connected to Watergate. I did not recognize it. Okay. Oh yeah, this guy. I did not know what Syme just said, by the way. Okay. Interesting. The fascists. This is like real life. Okay. Ooh, so they are interesting. Show conflict. She's jealous. And no correction. That's crazy. Interesting. Yeah, well, they were in a relationship. No longer. No, it's not. Ex-girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend. I would assume, right? The cash. Undead, the national beholder. Interesting. Media punk. Gotta say something about that? Oh. What does that even mean? Oh, the thought. What? What the actual... Malicious code injection in the music. The arcade music. 47 attack warning still counting. What the hell is on that site? They know we're surveilling them, that's what. That's funny. Banned. Targets. We are the director you're ashamed of in your fine-tuned playlist. Unexplainable gap in your seemingly flawless curriculum vitae. Your drunken selfie in your timeless profile, the porn movie you found in your computer. You cannot avoid us because we are you. We are the targets. That's funny because we are investigating possible targets. Alright. Hancock. An alias. Hancock. Yeah, sure. Frosky. Okay. That's very similar to the picture before, right? Isn't that the same picture as this? Just mirrored? Yeah, okay. Alrighty. Tough man. Interesting. Okay. We're looking for Phil. By the way. Gigs cancelled. Hancock decided to quit the band. Wrong profile. No official statement. What? It's a shame that Tom left again. Why? I see. So she left. He left. Seems like that's what's going on there. Okay. That's kind of cool. Okay. $10 tickets. Hell yeah. Ooh. Ah, wait. Is that evidence? Wait, what? No, wait. Conflicts. Plan. Wait, what did it come? What did it conflict with? Oh my god. Jesus. Okay. Now they're calling each other. I thought they were broke up. God, O'Donnell, Harrison, it's me. Well, 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 look who it is. I knew this moment would come one day, but you caught me by surprise. Yeah, they definitely broke. Juliet, ever since we were made out on the clear night and just selling in Greenville, I knew it was destiny. I know you never meant to make up. Please spare your juvenile bullshit. Haha, I didn't believe it first, but God. But it's clearly you. Pleasure of you, beautiful, would miss me. So why did you did it? To make me call you again. The heck are you talking about? Come on, don't play dumb, great administrator. Talking about the thought page you just generally volunteer to maintain. What? Give me a sec. Oh, okay. Studying against university. Oh, what the fuck is this shit? You messing around with me, Jules? So they're looking at the hacked page. Generally trying to say this wasn't your doing? Why would I fucking want to disgrace thought? Maybe because of the same reason you bailed out on of thought all of a sudden? Thought didn't do shit anymore since Abe disappeared. But turning it around that way made me a damn fun excuse for you to bail out on the two of us. Yep. Yeah. Former relationship. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Disgrace stop before hiding all the articles of thought blog except Cassandra's. Ooh. Interesting. Avar got the first ones because he didn't even want us to know. None of us could ever access them. I merely did the same with the rest because I would be also invest in Abe's interest, and Cass wanted to show her article around. Got it. Abe. So he went on the go. He didn't want to be surveilled. Maybe he is behind all of this. An agenda, perhaps. You build out of thought all of a sudden. Customers you don't like to act as if someone still is. Yeah, exactly. Okay. You leave all your really supposed shirt cozy job right now and really good experience. Oh, that's why he's interested in the National Beholders, because he's a part of it. JP Hod. He's Hod. He's one of the other. He's the one that's Hod. Okay. So JP Hod. Okay. And he quit them before it was disbanded. He wrote an article about her company too. Okay. Interesting. I just went quite earlier. It wasn't all where it was that guy. TBM probably didn't know either. So we don't know about the hack then? Ooh, the Rosen's the government's personal bitch. Just a lie, guys. Almost makes the same in my book. Do you really know anything about the hack then? I don't have a freaking clue. Revert the change. You do bet. I mean, I'll even hunt this son of a bitch. What? Should revert it, okay? I don't care who did it. I just can't have the memories being toyed around with. No time, ma'am. I can say no to you. Anyway, thank you. If only. Anyway, thank you. Okay. We'll have another chat with Juliet. In a moment. Is this still hacked though? Yeah. Okay. Band. What are you talking about? Albums. That's only playing out of my... Oh, there you go. This is very stereo. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. That was fine. The physical ones. Screw streaming. Alrighty. Okay, so there's only those. Is there any fill here though? I don't see any. Nope. Okay. National opinion, shut the Parisian border. By Harrison Adult. Why is this so prominently put here? Usually they just sign at the bottom. This time in the national opinion column, Harrison Adult argues why the border of Parties needs to be closed. I'll go and spill the beans right away. Shut the border between us and the Parties now. Will you please? Can anyone see what's happening there? I mean, are you blind? Take a look at Triflith, for instance. The situation there seems to be escalating yet again. 2008 much? And just like then, the nation would let itself get dragged into the conflict. Just like then, the Parisians will see the nation not as a friend who does the best to de-escalate the situation, but as an opponent who invades and seeks cooperation through force. History keeps repeating itself. That's certainly nothing new. Safety of any citizen is the utmost important. This has been the party's premise ever since 2009, and ever since it has been working like a charm. That seems a little conflict. Supports governmental position, yeah. I would think it would conflict a lot, yeah. Until now, that is, some self-proclaimed benefactors in the opposition claim that borders are meant to be open to possible refugees. If I didn't know how we suffered already 9 years back, I would agree without a doubt. I would walk out there and welcome them personally with arms wide open. So anti-immigration from the Parties, okay. But I do remember perfectly well, though my name is Nostradamus, let me foretell something. We will see a rise in acts of terrorism in the very close future. Who knows, maybe the next week a bomb will go off in the middle of Farview Button. Don't you pretend to not have warned then what happens when that happens. So this was before the bombings happened. That's quite interesting. So he's connecting two dots and then something happened, huh? Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at his first. Alrighty. Ah, interesting. So he has access. Oh my god. Okay. Yep. No, that's dumb AI. She's not a lawyer. That's him speaking. If I do this, Symes is going to reprimand me. Is there an achievement for selecting all the wrong information? All the peripheral information? Let's take a look. Damn. Okay. They should kiss. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Did I mess up there? Weird. Alright. I see you. Knock knock, Harrison. Seems I got your pants down a little page of yours. Confused? Why, that's fine. You didn't know me and I like to keep it that way. But I know a lot about you, media punk. If I knew what I know now about that little group of yours did, you would find it just as hard to ignore, or those bombs might just carry your name tag. Get what I'm talking about, right? The righteous hacker initiated will expose all information I got on you. Might interest the cops, won't it? I have no love for the government, but I will do what I must. So give me one good reason and not two to it, and I might reconsider. Okay. Interesting. I see you. Hey, wise ass. This is the most pathetic blackmailing attempt I've read in a long time. You want a good reason to knock all the cops? I can give you 3. 1. You hacked my site, i.e. my web server. Last time I checked, this was highly illegal. Something about glass houses and stones. 2. I don't get what you want to have found about me. And you get what you want to have found about me. True, our process didn't always go as planned, but since you claim to know so much about me, you should know that this was hardly my fault. What I wanted is all my blog. What I want is only my blog, not a word about fucking bombing people, only grabbing attention. I bet you never even found that, huh? Where are you? Where are your mad skills, hacker boy? I'll throw you a breadcrumb so you don't feel too miserable. My Nick. What? Hancock? I'm the wrong person to mess around with. Leave my page alone. Roll it back and then don't dare touch it again. I will get you. Promise. H. Interesting. And then they order something. Bouquet. To Angela. Bank account. Well, we should already be able to pull that information from public records, right? Or bank records or something. But I guess it's easier this way. By the way, you wouldn't get the entire bank number printed on an invoice. You would get the last 4 digits for security. I guess maybe it wasn't like that in 2017. That's weird. Alrighty. Investigated for accounting fraud. Ooh, that's crazy. Did renowned pharmaceutical boss Bruno Watergate know about the fraud? Huh. HH. Watergate family, owners, eponymous, national, hint originated from a completely unrelated case sparkled the investigation, which was suggests that the company had been manipulated in financial reports. The fraud claims remain unknown at the time. Let's go to Bargo and directly all the allegations were from. Okay. So our investigation trickled down. Okay. Wall of text. Okay. Bank. Transaction. Interesting. Owns 2 health insurances. That's a big chunkus. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, we already know this. Watch payment. Yeah, well, this wouldn't be for columns. This would be like a monthly thing, right? I would assume, unless he's a contractor. You wouldn't pay this much though, would you? It was like a blurb. Let's see. Sure. Kinda wanna use that one. Yeah, whatever. Damn. Occupy. That's crazy. Live in a trailer. Interesting. Enemy of the states. Stereotypically antisocial. Yeah. No. Fucking no. 2013. Account value. Stupid the government. Huh? Yeah. Well. Lady security. 2015. Have to wait for that one. Okay. Damn. I mean, this is not wrong. You literally are. Suck. Interesting. Call files. Yeah. Yeah, sure, we already kind of knew this. Security warning, recognize access. I'm recognized. That's crazy. That's funny. How would we access it without a password though? Do we just crack it somehow? That's crazy. That was just now. Why are these connected? I think there should be 2 different data points. This is talking about occupying, and the other one is talking about peaceful protests. This one's for her. The other one's for him. Yeah, sure. I might have to conduct an interrogation. You already had her for a day. Pretty defiantly, I've been told. Okay. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of... Okay, so they got... reinstated. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Debate club, ain't no gonna have time for that. Animals. Okay. Alrighty. Nina. Mm-hmm. Hancock. Concerned one. So that's her. This is Nina. Go back. Go forward. That was a joke about double standards. Okay. Let's see. That was 2015. Mm-hmm. That's a third location. Well, this one's waiting till Christmas, so maybe this is actually the bush. I think I may have fucked up. I sure selected this one. Okay. First on, I must turn to another. Mm-hmm. Okay. Alrighty. Hello.
What's up, nerd?
Mm-hmm. Circle Mall. Okay. Unfortunately, even though she cooperated, we can't do much for her. It just doesn't work like that. Yeah, you lie about that, okay. Well, you said may, which technically doesn't constitute a lie, but that's the problem with interrogations, things like that, is you should have given her lawyer. She should not be saying anything at all. What's in Orwell is in Orwell, and acting upon is mandatory. I know what you must think now. Yeah, you do. Rather not save these people? We did the right thing, you and me. No. Circle Mall. Okay. There's two possible locations. You should have investigated both. The government place and the mall. There shouldn't be a conflicting data chunk. It should be both data chunks. But again, video game. Evacuation is in progress. We better keep our fingers crossed that we are right and that we're not too late already. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see any further evidence. You already know this. Uh-huh. Yeah. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. So she could be close to the mall for this operation. And she's late for work. Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah. Avert catastrophe. Yes. We did it. Yeah, it actually feels really good. That's great. Nice. We will pull this Nina apart and find out who's really responsible for this mess. Really great work. Guess I'm gonna see you serve it. Yeah, let's take a look here. Yep. Mm-hmm. Hod. That's Harrison's, I believe. Interesting. Yeah. I think that's it for today. Is there anything else? This. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Don't let me put the picture in there. I guess because he's not a suspect. He's just adjacent to it. Okay. That it? Yep. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, we did a lot today. It was smaller and now it's a lot bigger. Let's get it. Alrighty. Meanwhile. Alrighty. Boom. Are there any unprocessed data chunks? I don't think there's any that I care about. Yep, sure. Ooh. I think what I want. Don't read minds. Complete episode 2. That's a lot. Data chunks. Alrighty. Well, okay. I think what I want. Orwell. I'm taking a look. Don't upload any conflicting yellow statements from Harrison during episode 2. Don't upload any conflicting yellow statements from Harrison. That was a an achievement. Don't upload any conflicting statements from Harrison during episode 2. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. So I'm taking a look at some of the achievements online just to see if there's any that we missed so far. It seems that one of them is show her peaceful side. That would be that would be show her rebellious self. This one is like incompatible with the other one. It depends on what we showed on the first chapter about Cassandra, so we will have to play that again just the first bit to get the other one later. But we just got these because we averted the catastrophe, and this from not putting any of the yellow conflicting ones for Harrison. I'm not sure if there are any other ones that we've missed so far. There may be. And this one for completing the episode. But yeah, it doesn't quite say it here. Alright, no spoilers. Playing for 2 hours. That's crazy. Alright. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Next day. Unperson. Episode 3. That is a really crazy title. I like it. The hero returns. No, it's all fine, really. You deserve the credit. Bro, are you salty? We both deserve credit. At least from me. Because you'll never get a public one. It's crazy. Just imagine your name in big letters in that TNB article. That's crazy. It's okay for investigators to remain private. That's fine. The Nina character is final member thought that we don't have concrete information on. That's interesting. Since she's the one who planned the process, the circle mall now bomb is found there. She is now of special interest to us. Let's see if now focus on Nina. Yeah, sure. Ooh, heart. Angela. Unknown person. Hey, forgot to charge my phone tonight, and yeah, so I have to do this the old-fashioned way. I really wanted to thank you for a very nice evening. I haven't enjoyed myself so much in ever. Only to be topped, yo, by that night, that is. Wink. I was hoping you'd drop by CCC. Circle cat. And come back to pick me up tonight. We can get together, maybe watch something, and who knows, maybe continue where we left off. You in? Okay. Funny, I just realized I've never been to your place. Even after all these years, we have known each other, so I figure you're hiding another love affair of yours there, are you? Probably your ex, the one you've been talking about ever so often I was around? Or this girl that always yammering on about she despises the safety bill. Nina, I think? Nina. Come to think of it, for all that torment, you owe me big time, so I really, really demand to come to your place. Love you, Marka. But the flowers were for Angela. That's crazy. Someone opposed a safety bill. We have the lowest crime rate in years, probably ever. You and me, we have a job thanks to the bill. The only reason not to support it is if you have a dirty past. Sure, that's a black and white thinking we really need. I think the situation is heated as this sounds like someone we should have a very close look at. Examination first, concrete background issue second, whatever he says. Yeah, sure. What motivates who, Nina or Marka? Oh, I guess Nina. I'm stupid. No idea. Let's see, Marka. If you ever decided, please take care of yourself with all the bomb stuff. So you have to stay long and necessary. Okay, yeah. This is Marka, different from Angela. To Angela. That's crazy. Cheetah. More indifference. Oh. Okay. We should have had that before. Finally. Difference towards their own rights is a worse enemy than the government itself. When we are to overcome privacy of destroying surveillance laws. So this was an old one? When did we find this one though? scaring him to death is so Abraham seems to be publicly against these kinds of acts, whereas he's disappeared, which doesn't mean much. It may mean that he's behind it, not publicly, and he's really good at, you know, media, because he was, you know, professional on it. He taught about it. Now that could just be conjecture. A lot of people who teach about things are not actually proficient in that. To all extents, you know? Scaring people is convincing them, Maeve. Will only care about things that pose immediate threats to their lifestyle. Your own words, surveillance is just too abstract of a topic, too far away to grasp. They don't feel the danger of it, so we made them feel. Simple as that. What did you achieve then, if you follow your argument for a moment? Just upset the innocent bystanders in a time when they are already deeply unsettled. This exact reason why they are so afraid and yearn for safety in the first place. You've just proven them and the government right. Violence cannot be the key, and shall not stand for that. That's good to know. Maybe he disappeared not of his own will. Got a little bit carried away before finally getting our message out there. We didn't think straight for a moment. Thanks for stabbing me in the back when I need you the most, Harry. So he got the girls, but sucks balls of Abraham Coldfells. Ah, okay. Yeah, very secretive. And Nina is not very thoughtful about her approach, it seems. Or indifference. Headlines. Movie release and dangerous losses against director. Tense between actors. So the actors sued the director, huh? Part 3 is on hold indefinitely. I thought... Oh, where's the production starting? I thought they launched it. Huh. The production duties would be suspended until further notice. Okay. Ah. The shooting finalized, but they were doing the post-production. Okay. HH. Week's no article about last some bombs. Interesting. I would think these are conflicting points. Weird. Literally look like two different people, bro. I don't have this picture. I should put this picture here. My goodness. Okay. 3. Hey, kiddo. Why you call her kiddo? You're absolutely fucking literally right. One could rightly call it mind-blowing. Of course, I'll pick you up tonight. I like this. Continue your talking off, and I think I'm in need of it big time. Let's stay at my place tonight. Sorely unfit for a lady like yourself. No lovers in there. Only not so thin leftover. Maybe that's where Abraham has been held. Especially not Julie yet. I haven't heard anything of that bitch in months. That's a lie. I'm done with her because... Okay. Pink is there? And you mean I asking... Okay. What do you mean that's news to you? That's... What the fuck? Are you fucking stupid? We've known they've been together. What? Partner in crime. Okay, what crime? So to speak. They fucked. They fucked is what that means. Okay. That's crazy. So babe, see you around 8th Street tonight. Much love, H. Okay. Oh, a lot to go on today yet. Hey, Sylv. Hey, Nina. Just wanted to ask if everything's fine. Having a great time. Taking care. Taking care of what? Of your hostage? No. No love is cloudy. Severe weather warning. Heavy wind. Flash flood. Your own safety is at stake when your neighbor's well is ablaze. Horus. It is 99% fools. Just keep it tight. See you. Okay. We've been seeing ads for this. Okay. Huh. That's... Cutie. Alrighty. Is there relevance to these? I think hiking and climbing is important. Climb to set a bomb. These are relevant too. Go to gym. Gym knows how to train. Wow, there you go. Independence. Not looking for casual pan. How long do you wish? Couple of years. Huh. Would you consider allowing your partner seeing other people? Yes. Would you consider dating someone who does not want his life in one? No. Interesting. Quite a bit. Yeah, we know that. Not new information. But proof, I guess, of current interest. Okay. Dog. Of course. Terrorist. People who like dog terrorists. Alrighty. If you turn the left-handed glove inside out, it fits the right hand. What is this question? Interesting. Conversations. That's crazy. Oh, we're like seeing her profile as if we are on her POV. Okay. Hi, 34%. Oh. Okay. Super Randy. Hey, Blondie. Blondie? No. Okay. That's crazy. They probably have a hard time dating you if you did like movies. True. Let's see. What? Huh. That's interesting. Okay. You never know that. Okay. Ah, after she said she has a son, he didn't respond. Okay. Cheat has pain. Work easy. Temp worker. That's the picture. Cleaning. Maintenance. Groundskeeping is important. You maybe had active access to the mall to plant the bomb. Okay. That's a very low wage. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? $8 an hour bullshit. Ooh. An email we can spy on. Yeah. Job sticking. That's crazy. That's insane. That's many years. Okay, yeah, 4 years. That's more hours than 4 years. That's crazy. Yeah, sure. Maybe they can control the weather. Okay. Okay. Blaine cancels meeting for surprise visit in Triflith. Minister left. He was welcome in the military. Preston Cassart. So this is ours, this is theirs. Okay. No. The original crisis meeting was removed from the original party website. Interesting. Gave reason to question the impartiality of the Prime Minister. And announced that Blaine would not be accepted as a proper mediator. Interesting. Don't know what the fuck that means. Okay. Mrs. Maternova. Okay. Patient number. Blood sample. No pathological findings. Okay. Initiate. Oh shit. Knock knock. You've got to ask who's there. On the move for knock knock jokes. Ah, you blew it. Get the crap. Who are you? So now you gotta ask. Initiate is the name. Alright. Singular. Huh. That's funny. Me. Yeah, CB. This is relevant. You've been watching, huh? Ironic. Outlaw posse. Yeah, we did. We knew where to look. We got nothing. Damn, girl. Yolanda, be cool. They want to help after all, not threatening. Okay. The IT guys. IT bombs. He's gonna hack the bodies page. Come on. Hack the precious page of the party. Can you actually shut up? Almost done. How are they chatting while they're doing it? Okay. Oh shit, man. The reinforced a huge gaping loophole. It just vanished. It's almost like somebody walked down. Yeah, whatever. Goodbye, initiative. Initiate is initiate and wait. I'm gonna spam you for the rest of your days if you don't answer my question. Do you think it's someone else though? Is it Band of Misfits? Never. So she doesn't think it's thought. She's spilling out a lot of beans, huh? That's funny. That's crazy. Maybe. I guess it's that's one way to think about it. Yeah, exactly, to justify surveillance. Insider. Alrighty. It looks like the code label on my PC, because it is. Don't worry, I only access the number remotely, nothing more. You have some privacy, that's funny. Fuck off. First you throw me, and now this will do. Initiate recognizes when his help is not wanted. Hiss. Okay. Yeah, if only you finally would. Okay. Let's take a look at this before we take a look at the new stuff. New day, huh? Jewel bug, June. Alias. An alias. Oh my god, you're a hater. Okay. Student employment. Huh. Good money. You're not gonna roll it? Yep. Makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hassled. That's crazy. Are they like asking her to pay rent or something? Otherwise, I don't understand that statement. Aw, she jealous. Okay. Let's look another time. To-do list is annoying. Aw, so sweet. She believes in her sister. Big sister. Okay. Alright, what's this? Beans. Judy. Peter. What the hell? Picture of revolutionary himself, a lackey to the one most pro-fascist first surveillance bullcrap newspaper. The picture. Yeah, I wanted to see that reaction. Loose lips sink through his ships. The real Hancock, please stand up. Guess the god bought you like everyone else. See the revolution going down the drain. Excuse me now, I have to puke way more than I ate. Peter, I know what you mean, I feel you. When that TNB called me to ask if I would write for them, I laughed at them hard for 30 minutes straight before hanging up. But then they called me again to let me know I could write whatever I want, no strings attached. Hell, I can't even fucking swear, and I do, frequently. I got the attention and reach I always wanted. I could use it for the good cause. Well, good luck. With an argument like that, you cannot be any further away. Yeah, like you're saying like you can swear and write whatever you want, but these are clearly opposing statements. from what you believe in. Unless you've changed your views dramatically. Okay. Sure. Pain through left thigh, upper leg. Inflicting wound. Interesting. She works through her pain. Okay. Just something I can click on here. Good previous entry. Nasha, pregnancy, right? Just an ability to sleep properly, get up 5 to 12 times a night, not overly tired, hypervigilance. Heavy tremor in both hands. Especially with the left leg. Reactive rescue when feeling challenged like a Brennan. PTSD. Okay. Interesting. Psychotherapy. Semi-rolling nights. Company of other people. A like-minded group to talk to. Interesting. That's funny. 3 years ago. Another elaborate X and Y. So it does. That's why it points to PTSD. Okay. Let's look at her computer now. Trash. Yep. Okay, so she requested to work there. Mechanic. Numbers. Housekeeper. Okay. Private. Apology and an offer. Come here, Abraham. Boom. I'm surprised this wasn't in the university's page before. Did he do something to her? That would explain something. Finally a link to the second blog post. Also, your data is really bad. Disagreed. Choice to do with the data unnaturally, It says unnatural longevity and persistence at age has given information that worry me. Just like now. But I consider it a bit naive that we give away information. We cannot uphold being someone else forever. That yourself will always shine through by our actions, our choices, and information as well. Guessed. Okay. So the mind field, the mines of data we have laid out all around the web, it's irreversible. It's up to us to arm or not arm them. But oblivion is not built into digital data. Information is infinitely durable, even more so. It's infinitely reproducible. It may be competent distributed without limitations. Permanent deletion can never be ensured. Our data is like a minefield lying in wait dormant. Long after the war, it was meant to has passed. Yet not losing a fraction of its potential to destroy lives. Exactly what this game is about, essentially. To be turned the most efficient weapon and used against us. That we will have to be flawless. To not have missteps. Which is not human. Okay. Cool. Just keep looking at yes. Do not read. Do not read. Shorts. She probably is. So I guess you disregarded the subject and went straight to reading this hardly embarrassing email nonetheless. I knew you would. Well, you don't tell me. Well, don't tell me I didn't warn you. I've never written a text like this in my entire life, so I hope you'll be clement with me. Our backpacking trip along the Italian northwest coast has been okay. I will just say it. Amazing. Brilliant. The best one I have ever been on. And that was not due to the sun, even though it was a blazing hot and magnificent days through. It was not due to the rocky coastline with its endless serpentine roads winding up and down the cliffs, and not due to the picturesque villages alongside of them we passed through. It was due to you being there with me that made me enjoy every single second of it. I mean, just remember the one time I wanted to have a photo of us taken, and the only person around was an elderly Italian woman. She didn't understand a word of what we wanted and kept shrugging and shaking her head. I had to bite my tongue so hard not to burst out in laughter, but you, cool as you are, just walked over there and gave her your brother's smile, put the camera in her hand and the finger on the shutter release, and then ran back to make absolutely sure she wouldn't take a picture of just me. It's funny how this one of all the shots made for the best photo, of all the shots, this writing, my god. It's funny how this one of all the shots, made for the best photo for the entire trip, don't you think? Every cell in me wants to just backspace all of this letter and not send it. But at the same time, I just want you to read it and know how I feel about you. Seems you have passed the Pennant and Desmond Schwartz relationship test, so I might as well write down that what I have been trying to say all the time here. I love you. Oh, that's so sweet. And then they had a kid, 2008. Kid. And she saved it. Okay. Michael. It's your brother today. Cake and ice cream are on its way. Saved protocol Desmo. You know, if we were to marry and have children, it would be really funny. If my name was Molly. Whoa, wait a sec, you're getting a bit of chin. You know, like things that. Yeah, I really like Nina as a name though. Why Molly? Desmond says Molly. Desmond says to Molly, "Girl, I like your face." Come again? Bloody Oblada, the Beatles. Don't tell me you don't know that. You're the only lexicon impersonator. I have to admit, I was never such a Beatles fan. More on the Rolling Stones side of the road. Okay, there's a major gap of knowledge. You're aware of that. Kids centered. Okay. Set your name first. Yep. Bruh. Okay. I just still want to look at this squad. Oh shit. Army veteran. Which is right here, huh? Interesting. Okay. Alright. System. Browser. CCTV. Thursday. Interesting. All right. File. Company B. Engineer. Bravery medal. So she is brave. Which means she could do things with bravery involved. This matter Nova has come a long way for being such an honorable person. What you're saying is it doesn't fit that she would serve her country like this. It's a just uptight system. And then be like a punk in an anti-government group, right? Honorable discharge and 3 months of confinement for being AWOL with voluntary return. So she went Wounded in combat. That's probably what happened to her legs, right? Saving multiple comrades, civilian, extraordinary danger. Promoted sergeant, in charge of a squad. Partakes for a mission. She gets wounded in combat. Maybe in the Pargies. Because AWOL. Absent without official leave. She went AWOL. She returned to the barracks. Court-martial sentence. Some discharged for going... in 3 months of confinement? That's crazy. 3 months of confinement? In confinement, discharge. What the fuck? Missions. Same level as any other previously convicted felon. Yeah, I would think. Generate a mission. Okay. Border patrols. Let's get a mission. Okay, let's take a look at her profile first. Company B platoon, 1st Combat Engineer Battalion. 1st Combat Engineer Battalion. 1st Combat Engineer Battalion. No. 1st Combat Engineer Battalion. Yep. There you go. Task with mine clearance or in Pargies. Yep. I thought so. So the mine probably is what did it. And then she probably got saved by like Pargies people. And then she got punished for that. Okay. Task with infrastructure maintenance. Show conflict. Interesting. Involved units. Help aid the survivors. Forces. Coop. Interesting. Tasked with the infrastructure maintenance. Okay. I think that would make sense. Right? Yep. Okay, fine. She's been working though, hasn't she? Okay, so she's a babysitter. Got it. Or someone who does that. For her. Or can you see an employer just rated you? Like taco groundskeeping. Oh shit. That's crazy. She is definitely part of it. Yep. I'm doing that. Okay. Browser hit. Connection device of fine. Oh. Is my name ever disappeared? Why all the ghosts of Christmas past suddenly come to haunt me? Alright, you don't have time for this. I have a problem. I need your tech knowledge for. Just came home. Oop. Left my PC on. Sorry. A million warnings outside intrusion. Interesting. It sounds like you already fixed the problem by unplugging the PC after being hacked. That's funny. Just. Okay, good. She suspects Initiate and not us. Severe weather. Jesus, guy's a nuisance. I think that guy broke into the bank account as well. And the website. I was contacted by that guy as well. He was blabbering about everything went down his pants. Claim, blah blah blah, the usual. What did you do? We know this already. My goodness. Okay. Get her. She's what? Alrighty. It's in my hands now. Nina. Ooh, she's calling Juliet. You're gonna stay with her? Alrighty. They're watching for them. I'm bringing my gun. Oh god. Yeah. Juliet is smart. Okay. Sending the SWAT team, girl. I wonder if Initiate is able to look at where you're looking, and if he knows we are there. Huh. Okay, so we're gonna get him. We're gonna get her where. Well, she's speaking of her son. Alrighty. Okay. I can slip away. Well, you may slip and die, but we'll see what happens. Why is it silent? 20-second silence. Damn, look, I might have upped up. That's crazy. That guy? Which guy? Oh god. Oh my god. What's going on? Shit. Oh my god. I lost connection to the office as the scene. What the? Oh no. Did they trigger a bomb or something? Oh, there was a shootout. That's crazy. But look for the guy as well. She said there was someone there. Why can't I select that as the point? What guy? Repay the debt. Pattern led. That's crazy. I got an achievement for her getting shot. Who's writing the most full time? Can you check the mail, please? Okay. Oh shit. What the fuck? Don't write that over your email, man. Are you framing yourself? What the I'm truly sorry for having drawn attention to investigator too, but to be frank, you have set the boundaries of our agreement. Bombs were meant as a warning to those who were there for the beacon of the rumor several mentions. Bombs were always free. They were not meant to kill. Once again, you disappoint me with their insurmountable hatred and rage. Believe that after all you've seen. Believe what? Oh, this. Yeah. I'm not sure. That's what the statement is there, so. Alright. Okay. Was that everything for today? Oh, projects. Oh shit. Well, that's mean. We're gonna get her for that? That's crazy. Safety bill prevents Nina Maternauer from getting a job. That's why she's a temp. Got it. That's sad. That's one of the many problems this game is gonna point out. Okay. Anything else? I don't think so. Yep. Unperson completed. I arrested another person. Okay. Still have one more target to find out shit about. And we need to find Abraham. And figure out where Harrison lies in all of this. Because he kind of will waddling. So that's that. Yep. I think that's it for now though. CP. Alrighty. I'll just quickly do the other achievement. Okay. You can skip that. Clocks were striking 13. Uh-huh. Okay. Skip through all of this, please.